Hello Visioners, welcome back to Satu Vision Podcast. I'm your host today, Gali, and we have joined with Pak Muka, a many years experienced leader in hospitality specialized in strategy and development. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the discussion. Pak Wayan, it's a pleasure to have you here as our guest today. Would you like to say hello to our audience and introduce yourself?
Hi, good morning. It's been a pleasure to be here. So I'm very excited to share with you. You need to understand more about the hospitality. It's not only mastering hospital strategy, but if we're talking about hospitality industry until this time is the biggest core of business in this global. Thank you.
Especially in Bali, this hospitality business is just massive, I imagine. Wayan, with your rich experience across various prestigious hospitality brands, how have you seen the role of general manager evolve over the years?
All right, good. So yes, indeed, I was experienced in the hotel industry since 1987. Mm-hmm. So I start with the international chain hotel many years, and also I reduce a little bit of my activities involving on the international chain hotel because in terms of experience, time consumed, I'm enough. So I more go to the independent industry core of business, still in the what I call tourism industry. By then I can explore what I have been experienced in the past in order to create not really interfere by big company. They have everything. Yeah. But from the lesson that I can explore more. I mean, the uniqueness of the properties have a lot of process actually involved on this role. So I mean, being a GM, nobody perfect. Yeah. This is the art of the leadership. Later on we talk about it. Yeah. We have to understand about my weakness and also my strength. Well, as a general manager, I have to be balanced, Yeah. So I have to have a strong team. For example, when you hiring people as a general manager, you know your strength. So by having the what we call the HOD, like say April. I can cover their role, the rest. But if I'm weakness on the housekeeping, for example, I have to hire the HOD with the top-notch level of not only knowledge. So by then the company can sustain and running as what we expected.
Yeah. So I imagine it's come from recognizing ourselves, what our weaknesses, and then we can go venture outside. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, that's excellent. Now, having led the food and beverage division for several resorts, also Pak Muka, what unique challenges exist in that area? How have you overcome them?
So, you miss one point. It's not only challenge, but F&B sector is also opportunity.
Right.
So always I divided the centuries of the era. I mean, in 19th centuries, food and beverage, maybe you are not fully aware, but I learned, and also I also involved big time in F&B. So I mean, at beginning, the purpose of food and beverage is just for survive. Yeah, and then time goes very fast, and then in 20th centuries, it's become like social status. And then in 21st centuries, food and beverage become like a lifestyle. I mean, food and beverage is a lot of challenge for sure, because if the massive of production from raw material until the food and beverage being served. We're talking about storage. We're talking about the people system, first in, first out. We're talking about the inventory. We're talking about the expiry of every single item, It's very complicated business. But we're talking about opportunity. Food and beverage is the biggest opportunity of business. Plus, in this era, I mean, business, we rely big time on the we call online system.
Yeah.
But the challenge also on the food and beverage online business right now, nobody can control the quality of the food and beverage that being served. It's
very
massive,
complicated,
very complicated core of business in terms of food and beverage. It's different compared to other business available in this market.
It's almost like a piece of art, yeah. The process that gone through it, like the value it has, the food and beverage industry. It's very complicated, I imagine. We next move on to the next segment. Pre-opening and launching a new hotel or resorts requires a different set of skills. Can you like share your experiences and learnings from these phases?
All right, good. I mean, it's very complicated core of business, but the art of the pre-opening team, you not only need knowledge and skill, but also you have to experience on it. Yeah. So I give you the exact what I call need of being part of the pre-opening team. First of all, there are like 21 tasks you need to complete.
21?
Yes, exactly.
That's a lot.
First of all, you have to do a like feasibility study. Where's the location of the business of businesses are? What is the target market, audience, budgeting, and so on and so forth. A lot of things. So basically, when you are part of the opening team, especially when you are appointed as a general manager, you have to understand the Bible of opening the hotel.
The Bible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Bible of opening hotel divided in 6 different models. First of all, as a GM, you have to have the critical part of the GM of the property side. What you need to cover in order to beating the drum of other department. So one hotel, minimum they have 5 to 6 different division, like room division.
Yeah.
What is the included of the room division? It's laundry, spa, front office, housekeeping.
Housekeeping, yeah.
And then the other department division is finance and accounting. There are 2 sections in one department. Same like food and beverage. Yeah, finance and accounting. You have to human resources, engineering, POMEC, yeah, spa, wellness. Yeah. So minimum you have not only understand, but you have to understood the process of the critical part itself, how to open the hotel, something like that.
Yeah, it's gone through again like the food and beverage industry. It's very complicated.
Very complicated. Very complicated.
Okay. Yeah. Before we conclude and we jump into like maybe the last thing I want to ask you, Pak Wayan, you as a leader, could you like give us advice on how to develop hospitality teams to achieve excellence in hospitality?
Good. For me, leadership is more to management leader style. So management, I divided in 2 sections, which is micromanagement and macro management. So where I have to stand as a leader, I have to stand on both, because leader, whatever it is, either the general manager, resort manager, operational manager, they still as an employee, isn't it? So they have employee under that, but also they have to respect the investor, the owner, in order to make their investment safe, secure, and sustained.
Yeah.
So you have to sitting in both management, micro and macro. Micro, we need to understand the flow of business, yeah, very detailed. And macro management need to make sure that the business is sustained. You have to understand about the macro management in order to make a proper guidance to the owner. Yeah, something like that. So apart from that, as a leader, as an employee, you are not going to be stay in your life in one company, isn't it? So the most important thing of the leader, I give you an advice today is in order to have the second line of your people. I mean the development of the leadership has to be there. So because you are not going to be there 7 days a week or 30 days a month. Sometimes you have to take a leave, for example. I mean leadership is for me is if you are not around, everything will running smooth, even better. This is all about leadership. So very deep. You have to mapping in a good situation your second person in order to running the business whenever you are not in the resort or in the property.
I see. Well, to conclude, to Pak Muka, we have to divide leadership into macro and micro. Micro is how the business works. Macro is how to sustain the business. And it still has to be run smoothly even if you are not there.
Yes, exactly.
So I think that would be the conclusion of our today's discussion. Thank you, Pak Muka, for joining
My pleasure.
us. Thank you. Your journey is a testament to the impact of strategic leadership in this industry, and we are very thankful for that. And to our listeners, thank you for joining with us in today's podcast session with the Mastering Hospitality Strategy and Development with this dynamic era with Bapak Wayan Muka.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. See you in the next podcast session with other hospitality experts, only on this Satu Vision podcast. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.